Hi Roddy, I thought I'd practice with a microphone this time. So here we go. Do any of you remember your first date? Do you remember how innocent and naive you were? I know I do. When I was a teenager, I was at a party with my friend Lori and I met this guy Steve. And he was so funny, I laughed all night long. I had a great time. And at the end of the evening, Steve, charming Steve, came over and very politely and almost sheepishly asked if he could call me. So with great excitement, I provided him with my phone number, and on the way home, Lori and I were talking about the evening. Well, I did most of the talking, and it was all about Steve. How he was in the military and how funny he was and how charming and polite he was. I really liked him and I wanted him to call. Well, 3 or 4 days went by and I might have thought about Steve about 20 or 30 times, and finally he called and asked me out to dinner. And I graciously accepted, of course. So that weekend, Steve came by to pick me up and we went out to this nice restaurant. And he was very polite and opened up the door for me. We had great conversation. We talked about our lives and our families and our dreams. And we were really aligned. And I thought to myself, could this guy be the one? He was exactly what I was looking for. So Steve and I continued to date, and as time went by, things changed. He didn't hold the door open for me anymore. He was actually kind of rude. And he was really lazy. He didn't do his own laundry. He ate out all the time. And I think I heard his jokes, 2 or 3 times by now. I'm not sure if I liked him anymore. So I had to do something. So I called up my friend Lori and she was going to help me. I talked to her about how I was feeling and what I was doing, and she asked me the question, what do you like about him? Well, I said, well, he's got a good job. And he's still kind of cute, but everything else was gone. You see, in the beginning, I saw Steve as I wanted to see him. I saw him as I was. And then, over time, I saw him as he really was. And I didn't like him very much. So I had to break it off with him because that was the right thing to do. You see, reflection is a very important part of growth. It's through reflection that you gain a greater understanding, an increased level of awareness that brings about such clarity that you can't help but make better decisions and get greater outcomes. I continued to date over the years, and I won't say how many, but each time I learned something new about myself, what I wanted, what I didn't want, what I liked and what I didn't like. Until finally, I was able to find the man I was meant to spend the rest of my life with. And his name is Ken. And I found him through reflection. Thank you.